Hi, this is Brent with Studio One Expert, and in this final video of this 4-part series mixing with Chris Lord-Alge Signature Series Waves plugins, we're going to be looking at the guitar channel on this mix using the CLA Guitars plugin. Now, the really nice thing about this plugin is we have the ability to re-amplify. We're not actually going to use that on this track, but I just want to show you the different modes and how you can go through them. So before we do any of that, let's have a listen to the track without this plugin enabled, and then we will have a look at the different options within this plugin. So if you listen to the previous couple of videos, you'll know that this is just a duplicate up an octave of the bass line, and it's sort of that tight Nile Rodgers-y type funk guitar sound. So we want to make this sort of clean, sort of a tight sound, and for that reason I would reamp it on the clean if I was going to, but let's have a listen to the clean and the crunch modes on the reamplify option here. And crunch. And turn it off. So we can hear that every single one of these different modes adds different characteristics. So basically, as you go through from clean, crunch, heavy, and bypass, you're just going to get more saturation, essentially. But it's a nice little feature there if you really want to transform a guitar sound from, say, like a DI recording. So I've just got the reamplify mode in off, and let's have a look at the rest of the optionality here on the 6 fader. So I've brought up a little bit of the bass, just because it was a little bit thin, the guitar sound. So I'm selecting the upper region here. I've got a little bit of the bite on this fader as well, just help it cut through. I am compressing this quite a bit. I'd actually like to push that a little bit more there. And if we listen to the different modes, the spank has a faster attack, and this was already recorded with a little bit of compression going in. So we'll leave it on the push mode. I don't want any reverb, but the reason is I just want to have a tight delay sound. So we have it on the 8th mode here, and here's the other modes. Really cool, great sound, but not really appropriate for this track. And lastly, we have a width control, a bit like on the bass, and I've just got this spreading it wide. Sort of like a chorus. The stereo is essentially a stereo spreader, and then spreader takes it a step further. So with all of these CLA plugins, as you go up the regions here, it gets more and more heavy-handed. So as you can see, I'm being quite moderate and light here. Let's have a listen to the guitar in the mix here. So the guitar is sort of disappearing there. With the help from the compression and the EQ, bringing out that extra top end and giving it a little bit more presence and body, it's really helping it find its place in the mix. Okay, let's do one more before and after. Okay, so at the end of this series, let's have a listen to all of the different CLA signature plugins. So we started off with our drums and our bass channel, then we went on to the vocals, and lastly the guitar channel here as well. So let's have a listen to what all of these plugins have done. And all engaged. So CLA signature plugins, super easy to use, super intuitive. They sound fantastic no matter what ability level. I love using these plugins all the time, and they're really great to keep inspiration and the musicality going within a production. So I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you guys in the next series.